Premier, during your campaign for the Liberal leadership, you visited my riding and you were briefed on the ridiculousness of a German company's proposal to build 8 500-foot tall wind turbines on a flight path of the Collingwood Regional Airport. The turbines being proposed are almost as tall as the TD Tower down the street here in Toronto. At the time, you told my constituents that if you were successful in your leadership bid, you would bring the Collingwood proposal to the direct attention of the Minister of Energy. You also said, and I quote, "If there's a safety issue, an economic issue, we need to understand how that happened. To have an airport shut down because of turbines doesn't make sense to me." End of quote. Premier, can you confirm today that you kept your word and tell us what you've done to stop this dangerous proposal from going ahead?
Thank you. Premier.
Minister of Energy, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I'm glad there will be 2 opportunities, and I'll have an opportunity to answer a supplementary. What I want to say to the member and to the opposition is that we understand that you do not approve of green energy policy or initiatives. That's number one. We also acknowledge that they don't approve. And at the appropriate time, Mr. Speaker, at the appropriate time, we'll have an opportunity once again to have that debate with the electors across the province of Ontario. The same as we will on full-day kindergarten, which you don't approve of. Same as on uploading to municipalities. You've downloaded, you want to keep the expenses down with the municipalities. There's a whole series of issues where we have to agree to disagree. And
Stop the clock. Stop the clock. The member from Chatham, the member from Huron-Bruce, and about 4 others, but I'll get to you later, come to order. And I honestly think I heard somebody try to sneak by a swear word. Righteous indignation aside, I would ask all members to be honourable in this place. Supplementary, please.
Mr. Speaker, this is a serious issue about safety and the rights of people in rural Ontario, which you don't give a damn about, that's for sure.
I would ask the member to withdraw.
Withdraw, Mr. Speaker. Premier, I'd appreciate an answer from you. You're the one that made the commitment when you visited Collingwood. On February 20th, I introduced legislation that amends the Planning Act by reversing the amendments made by the Liberals' Green Energy Act that exempted renewable energy projects from the municipal process. My bill restores municipal planning powers and allows local leaders to make decisions over renewable energy projects like the one being proposed on the flight path of the Collingwood Regional Airport. Premier, when you visited my riding, you said that you support more municipal autonomy and a better process for citing these projects. Will you show Ontarians that you can actually stay true to your word? Will you commit today to supporting my legislation and restore municipal control over renewable energy projects that are being built in vast areas of the province against the people's wishes?
Proceed, please. Minister of Energy.
Mr. Speaker, the Premier is honouring her commitment. The Minister of Rural Affairs, the Minister of Energy, the Minister of Municipal Affairs are working now together to look at the types of solutions that the Premier committed to enlisting for the province of Ontario. We are extremely serious about giving more control to the municipalities, about dealing with Planning Act issues, and about dealing with the level of control that particularly rural municipalities will have over wind and solar in their communities. We are absolutely committed, and we will be back to you very soon with alternatives and solutions that we believe will be satisfactory to the rural communities across the province of Ontario.